if you're looking to actually increase the acidity in your gut, so you can actually prevent any food from fermenting in your gut, which would be great to actually utilize. Hi Joyful, how are you? Good night. Is it bedtime already? Do you like lemon balm at night for sleeping? It does work not bad. I did have a combination that I was actually using, and it did have lemon balm in it to actually help with the to calm the person down. Works okay. Works okay if that's what you're trying to use it for. So the mix I had, I wonder if I have the bottle with me. Let me check. Yeah, I don't have it anymore, but I'll check. It did have some nice ingredient I was actually testing out. Were you in GTA 5? Nope. Hello, sir. How are you doing this evening? I'm doing good. I'm just having my mushroom tea, and I'm gonna have some liposomal alpha lipoic acid, and I'm gonna have some liposomal glutathione right now. So I'm just gonna put them into the shot. I need something like that for my mom possibly. She's 91 and has sundown. Yeah, it would be great. I think the product that I was taking had I have to actually look at the ingredients again. I know the company brand. It did have magnesium glycinate, L-theanine, balm. It did have some melatonin, another about 4 or 5 different herbs. I was actually testing it, but actually it worked really good. You take about 2 capsules before you sleep, and actually it knocks you out to sleep all the way till the morning. You never have that urge where you have to wake up in the middle of the night and you can't fall asleep again, which is really nice. Hey guys, whoever sending me some comments that's being blocked, so maybe you have to reword it again, please. Royal Fire, how are you? Love your content, very grateful to your information. Thanks so much, Brandy, really appreciate that. Ionic magnesium, best time to take and how much? Take it every 4 hours. You could never take too much magnesium, we all need it. Take it every 4 hours because your body absorbs a very small amount of it. Okay, so 4 hours, you take roughly, you start with about 100 milligrams. Then after 5 to 7 days, you actually increase it up to like 200 milligrams because your body can only actually absorb very small amount at a time. So that's why its half-life is very short and we have to constantly take it every couple hours. What are you doing? I'm making some mushroom coffee. So I already put 3 teaspoons in here of some mushroom coffee. Like hashaga and lion's mane and a whole bunch of other stuff. It does have MCT in it and some coconut. And I'm just gonna pour in some water and actually blend it all in together. Diran, Kifak, how are you? And we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna turn off the light. It's actually too bright. Hurts your eyes. It's funny, all the lights I did actually put a filter of the green light and red light, except that one in the kitchen. I thought, okay, I keep it white so I can actually see a little bit better, but it keeps hurting the eyes. It's too bright. So there we go, the water is boiling hot. Let's give me a second, I'm just gonna blend it in. Hey Duke, what's going on? You were sleeping, bud. You're taking a nap from running too much today. Duke is gonna join us. How are you? And Duke is doing good. He's right beside me right now. Let me just blend this up very quickly. What supplements for narcissistic people? Niacin, 3,000 milligrams daily. Oops. And they still need L-theanine as well too. Give me a second, guys. Let me just blend it. There we go. Hello, Maurice and Duke. Hey, Leona, how are you? There we go. We got my mushroom coffee. I can enjoy it. Let me grab a chair. I've been standing all day filling up sandbags today, so I'm exhausted. Been a long day. They're close to about 50 bags. And since I had so much sand left, so I went ahead and bought a bag that actually holds 150 pounds. So that's gonna be my new workout starting next week. So we're gonna try it out. I just got it from Amazon. Hopefully the quality is actually good. Tastes really good actually. It's nice. It's nice to wind down and have it at night. Actually, it's pretty good. Ryan, how are you? Dreadful Nick, what's going on? Your thoughts on oil of oregano extract? Antibacterial, antifungal. I actually use it every single day. You should definitely utilize it, especially if you actually have issues with your immune system or you tend to catch a cold quite fast. Put it under your tongue before you swallow it. Hey, let's go sit by the window instead of we're sitting here in the kitchen section. When I need more coffee, I'll fill up some more because I got like 2 cups. We'll sit on the made-up table. Omi, guess what? What's going on? Tell me. Tell me, what's going on? I like to hear good news. She was shocked, had to look for the code. What time is it there? What code? The time right now? It's like 7 something, I think. Yeah, about 7 something. I don't know, it's not the MGRBC test code. Oh. Yeah, because they never really use it much, right? They always use the incorrect one. 10:30 in Florida. Is that where you are? So you're about 2-3 hours ahead of me. Yes. So about 7:30 here, 7:30 p.m. Canceled my ablation. Congratulations. Awesome. Good job. I'm waiting to see your blood results now. Once you get them done, did you get your blood results done? Did you get them done today? With the RBC magnesium as we discussed? What did you ask me? I didn't ask you anything, Ryan. I said, Ryan, how are you? I hope you're doing good. Happy Saturday. Cheers to some good coffee. Blood draw on Monday. Perfect. Perfect. This upcoming Monday. Nice. Make sure at least 12-15 hours. Do not exceed the 15-hour fasting. I started following your suggestion on high blood pressure remedies. Thank you. That's awesome. Def Vaughn, that's great to hear. Let me know how everything is going. Bro, give me coffee or I give you a pick. Or give me a pickle. Okay. Sounds good. How can I get you some coffee? What I'm drinking is mushroom coffee. Hey, do you have any book recommendations? Depends what you're looking for exactly. I can see if I can probably look up something for you. Wait, guys, let me put some more. I forgot to put creatine with it. Damn. I can suggest good books. Yeah, let me know. I have somebody from YouTube is asking. Any book recommendation? Anything? Give me a name of a book, Omi. TMG or potassium to lower blood pressure? Both. What helps break down fatty lumps in the back? Huh. So I got a book name here. It's called The Art of Letting Go. The Worry Trick. Check it out, Nathan. If you are real Slim Shady, please stand up. I just stood up and got some coffee. I don't want to keep standing. Is that the famous mushroom coffee? Can we see the bag? Sure, let me grab the bag for you. And I'll stand up the same time too. There you go. So this is the one I'm drinking, the mushroom latte. That's the one that I'm actually currently drinking right now. It is a Canadian brand actually. You can actually order it from the website. I have it on my website right now. So this is the one, and these are the list of the 8 mushrooms on it as well. And it does come with MCT and coconut. And I do blend it in with a little bit more MCT oil in it as well. This is a cup that I use for the water. I don't put more. Usually they say about 225 ml. This is like less. This is about 120. It's a small shot. So this way it's a lot more intense. And it has more of a rich flavor in it. How come you blend the coffee? Whenever you actually use MCT, you should actually blend the coffee. So the MCT, the molecules will actually attach to the polyphenols. So you can actually absorb the polyphenols. Daniel Siegel, should I try EDTA before Cavadix? You could try the EDTA. Just keep in mind you're gonna be taking a lot of trace minerals and electrolytes because it does flush them out as well. Watch out for these damn skinwalkers. I don't know. I hope I don't see any here. You know, living off grid. Maybe I might come across one or two. Does it really feel like you're drinking coffee? And have you heard of mud coffee? Yeah, mud coffee. I tried it. I think it's disgusting. Seriously, I did not really had a good experience with it. As simple as that. The only way I'm making this taste good, I actually add a little bit more MCT oil in it, and I actually add and I blend it. If you don't blend it, I find it too plain. So, and I'm a huge espresso drinker, so the coffee has to be like dark and rich and it has a nice rich flavor. If it doesn't, I get disappointed. So with this one here, I actually use 3 teaspoons. I put about 2 tablespoons of MCT oil on top of what's already in it, and actually it gives it a nice flavor. Best time to take MCT, anytime throughout the day. That's your fat molecule for energy. I take it in the morning, take it at lunch, take it at dinner. Usually a bottle should last you about 3 months. A bottle lasts me about a month usually, because I use it probably like 5-6 times a day. With that coffee, if one was sensitive to caffeine, would this not be a good idea to purchase? Not really. It doesn't have a whole lot of caffeine, and it's only, I think, less than 35 milligrams, which is very, very small amount. So, and the thing is, what I did with this coffee, technically, it's supposed to be drinking this mushroom coffee in the morning, right? Because it does have a slight caffeine, but if this product is gonna work, because it does have lion's mane to actually help you relax, it should actually work at night. So I take it at night and it actually helps me sleep better, to be honest with you. Another good book, Deep Work by Cal Newport. Deep Work by Cal Newport. I'm gonna check that out. Nathan, I hope you're getting these names. Check this one out. Deep Work by Cal Newport, if you get a chance. How can I book an appointment? Joey, if you click on my profile picture on the top, is going to take you to the main page. On the main page, there's a website link. If you click on the website link, it's going to take you to my page where it shows my booking appointment and my ebooks. Let me know if you can find it. Wow, you're really educated in chemistry. What are your thoughts on DMT? I haven't tried DMT. That's one product I have not tried. And to be honest with you, is I will only talk about a product and I will only actually highly talk about it and discuss it only if I actually had a chance to test it out. I could be like any of the influencers out there and grab scientific literature and read it and tell you how great the product is. But if I don't actually get a feel of it and I actually see the blood work, the biomarkers, how it works, how it activates in the body, I don't feel comfortable talking about it. As simple as that. And I haven't tried DMT. Would love to actually maybe get some my hands on some and maybe give it a shot. Right now I'm kind of doing the Cavadex because I'm doing a lot of research on it and a lot of testing. I really don't want to mix with other products. Maurice, where is Duke? You guys want to see where Duke is? Look at him. Where do you think he is? He's sitting on my bed. You guys see him? That's where he's sitting. He's full of mud too. Whatever. It's only Duke. This little guy loves me too much. Look, he knows we're talking about him. He's trying to mess my bed, so I go there. I heard this quote today and liked it. Expectation carries impact. 100%. What? Okay, Duke, I'm coming. He's the king. He is the king. I have to go see him now. I'm on a statin pill and a blood pressure pill. What can I do to avoid another heart attack? Joey, when you book a time with me, we can actually talk about it. I can actually give you a protocol and I can actually guide you specific products so you can actually prevent a heart attack. To prevent another heart attack or prevent any clot issue in your blood. Duke, watch out. He wrecked my screen door again. That's why he wanted me to get up. Let me fix my screen door. No wonder I had a couple bugs go in, Duke. What am I gonna do with you? Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to do two things at a time. Oh, man. Duke, you have to stop going through the screen door. I was wondering how you came in. There we go. There you go. I think it's all fixed. Yeah, let's sit outside because the weather is still nice, actually. I don't know why we were sitting inside. I was actually having my coffee inside. Yeah, I'll sit and I'll actually face the mountains so you guys can see a beautiful view. They say it's the fourth dimension. We leave the box behind and explore, my brother. Your cool brother I subscribed and I like. Thank you. Cheers to that. Well, what's have you tried DMT that you were asking me about it? I'm curious now. Maybe I should actually get some and give it a shot and kind of give you guys my feedback on it. Man, that view is gorgeous. It's amazing. I love it. It's just the sun is gone right now, so we usually lose the sun about 6 p.m. It's roughly about 7:40 p.m. right now, and the sun comes out from that mountain behind me at roughly about. In the month of June, in the month of May, June, July, we get roughly about 7:15. Right now, in the month of August, it dropped to 7:30. In September, it drops to 8, and so forth. And after that, in October, I don't get the sun, so the sun shifts so far off that it actually comes behind the trees, and I lose the sun. I get no sun at all in the winter time. It's kind of crazy. I highly recommend a one-on-one with Maurice. He has helped me with so many health problems. Maurice, thank you so much for the message as always. Thank you so much for putting that out there. They're saying now that testosterone replacement is for normal testosterone guys, also seeing benefits. I have one of my friends right now. He's actually doing testosterone. He's taking 1 ml every 3 days, and he actually put on more muscle mass, and his strength tripled. And which is pretty amazing, and his testosterone has always been above 600 and 700, so right now he's probably reaching in the upper 800 and 900, and just a small elevation in testosterone is making a huge difference. All you need is some watermelon and white cheese and cherries to snack on outside. Oh, that would be amazing. I haven't had watermelon for 9 years because the damn watermelon, they're seedless, they're GMO bullshit, right? So finally I get a chance to actually do a greenhouse, and I had 12 watermelons growing, So we get these black slugs at night, and they ate all of them except three. So I have three watermelons growing right now, and I actually have baking soda and Epsom salt around them. So this way, if the slugs they come by, they will actually won't cross over and eat them. So I got my cucumbers, I got my watermelon growing in the garden. I already had my blueberries this year. I only had 1 cup. That's all I end up getting from my wild trees, wild bushes. And I got sweet potatoes growing for Duke. And I usually do sweet potato only on my carb day. So we'll see how it turns out this year, if I'm gonna get anything good or not. So hopefully we'll look for it. And right now around this time we start to get freaking mosquitoes coming out, which just kind of sucks. Because living out here is a lot of mosquitoes. Because we have water, a creek that is running constantly. Watermelon and cucumbers are delicious together. I haven't tried them together actually. I am actually growing 5 kinds of cucumbers, so I'm looking forward to actually trying them out. This year everything is late. By this time last year, I would actually was eating almost cucumbers as of the month of mid-July, all the way till September. This year I haven't ate one yet because they're still very small. When is the family coming? The family is not coming anymore. They were coming for 3 weeks, and they're kind of deciding whether they're gonna come this Monday or not. But because of the heavy wildfires we've been getting and the heavy smoke, it doesn't look like they probably gonna come. So I might have to go to the city for a week and spend it there, me and Duke, and come back again all the way to like December. Then we'll probably go down again in Christmas season and stay there for 2-3 months. So we'll see how it goes. So far, overall, the tiny house is done. This Monday, I'll be going to get the wood stove parts. My water is done. I just have to run the motor and actually test it out. And I got a lot of sand, as you guys can see behind me. I got a lot of sand, about 12 cubic yards. So that's all I've been doing all day for the past 2 days, lifting sand and actually covering the water tank and the lines and everything so they don't freeze. I wish there was a recap word bubble up top with main topics for us who joined late. Oh, doesn't it come up on your end what the subject about? We were actually going to talk about arterial calcification reversal, and any questions or information you've missed already is all going to be listed on YouTube, because everything on YouTube is being recorded. Hey Pauline, how are you? Man, I have a cold. Wife, kids started now, my turn. So whenever you have a cold, you have oregano extract is excellent. NAC and acetyl-L-cysteine. You take 2,400 milligrams every 3 hours or 4 hours, and you cycle 5 days on, 3 days off. When you are on a 3 days off, if the cold is completely gone, you don't have to use it anymore. If not, then you do repeat the cycle again. I appreciate you so much. So beautiful there. Yeah, here, let's... I'll give you guys a little. I should have turned off the lights in there. We'll give you guys a little tour for some of you guys that are new. So there's my little deck. This is Duke's. It's already damaged. I don't know where Duke is. It's probably hiding somewhere. There's my little workout resistant bands. I want to build a small gym in that section there. There's Duke. He's hiding in the bottom. The deck is good. Yeah, the deck is actually good. I wanted to actually put a roof on it. I just didn't think it's strong enough. So I'm trying to actually put some more blocks. Just see how the blocks I have them. To put heavier blocks, I think, so I can actually build the roof. So I can turn this into like a nice sitting area, even though it's raining or snowing. So there's a little tiny house. It's attached to the trailer. I reinforced the posts again. Because of the weather we get here, so I actually reinforced them again. I put 2x4, so now it's like 6x4. I might put another one so it becomes 6x8 thickness, heavily glued. So everything is pretty clear. We're gonna actually do a retaining wall here from all the rocks that I'm gonna pick. So there's my little greenhouse as well. I live in a 500-foot tiny house. Yeah, my place is only about, with the trailer, it's about 375, 400 square feet. So very small. I don't want anything bigger. We spend most of our time outside. I went and got a bag of seeds so I can actually grow some green. So it's not too muddy. And it's looking good. So we're starting to get some green, which is good. And I'm gonna actually put a small shed here so I can put all my wood stove wood here. So this way I can have access. I still don't have stairs yet. How do you know to do all these things? I don't. I just take it as it comes. Take it as it comes. I know I do have a lot of patients that actually they do construction work and they do renovations. So they give me some tips here and there. And most of the time it's just, I think some of it is mostly common sense as well too. Right, Duke? Duke agrees. He's right on top of the world now, on top of the sand. Yeah, roughly about that much because mine is 320. Yeah, about close to about 375. Damn, this looks like a wrong turn movie setup. God bless you, bro. Cheers. Here, let's go back up. There we go. We'll just sit here and we'll... Duke, what are you doing? Silicon dioxide save NAC supplement has its. We actually get a very small amount of it. It's not gonna really conflict a whole lot. It looks bigger. I think it looks bigger because of maybe the ceiling that I have is about 13 feet in height. It was actually originally about 16 foot, but I couldn't actually reach it to actually put the roof. So I actually had to cut it down about 3 feet smaller. Shepherd dog, yeah, he's a pure European German Shepherd. Duke is about 2 years old. Duke, come up here. Come on. He's sitting on the sand and stuff. He likes it because it's nice and cool. That's his favorite spot. Just realized this is daylight still and it's almost 11 p.m. here. Yes, about 8, almost close to about 8 p.m. here. Duke, come here. Here with me. What, you want to stay there? Okay, fine. Doesn't want to join me. Companion dog is more energetic than breed dog. That's why I like them. I like the German Shepherds. They're actually very, very highly energetic. What? No, you come up here. I don't want to go down. He's always with me the whole time. He never leaves my spot. Guys, let's tap the screen. We can get more. There we go. Now he's gonna bark because actually thunder. Guys, let's tap the screen. We'll get more people to join us. Can you guys hear the thunder? Yeah, he doesn't like the thunder. He'll be barking at it. Duke, it's okay, bud. It's nothing. Just some thunder. I'm in BC. There you go. He's living his life with his favorite woman. Yeah, no kidding. He's having a good time. He loves it here. We'll go out maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna take him out because usually I take some days off and I'll take him swimming. We'll go up to the lake. Maybe I'll go fishing first, then I'll actually take him swimming for about an hour or so. What are you digging, Duke? Thank you. Thanks so much. And thanks so much for the support as well. You at a campsite? No, I'm not at a campsite. This is where I live. It's gonna be my permanent resident. Once I'm done my system here, it should be all good and safe for me to stay here for the winter. But this is my view. And if everything continue doing good, going well, then definitely I'm trying to plan a retreat in this location. So I'm gonna have like I'm gonna try to actually do it based, if I get investments or not. I might maybe do like an investment thing, um, like a fund me style type of style, where I can do like a retreat where people can come out here, we can do some education, discuss certain things in details. It'll be all grass-fed, grass-finished meat, some chicken, so there's still a lot of work, a lot of planning. So this way, we can have kayaks to go fishing or even go hunting, so it'll be pretty awesome. What's your educational background? A master's degree and a clinical nutritionist. Been as a clinician for more than 20 years right now. So yeah, and I've been coming here every year to actually fix the area slowly. Finally, this year was able to fix quite a bit of things, so I'm capable of actually staying here a little bit longer than before. But we'll see how the winter goes. I do, yes, I do have education and nutrition as well too. How far from the city? So from a major city, if we stay in the west section, like as a major city, is going to be roughly about 5 hours, 4.5 hours from a major city. From the city where I actually was living, it's roughly 6.5 to 7 hours drive. What can you do for scattered plaques in the abdominal aorta? Please, I did a video on aortic stenosis, or if there's calcifications in the aortic. Have you had a chance to watch it or not yet? I am gonna go probably in the next week. I believe I'm gonna go there for about 1 week, Prince, to visit the family, and grab some more meat from the butcher because there isn't any here. And I'll come back and I'll end up staying all the way till like December. And before we get the heavy snowfall, which is we get heavy snowfall here in November actually, but in December, then I'll go down and spend it with the family. And I probably won't be able to come back here because I don't think the roads are gonna be as safe coming back here. So I'll have to end up spending probably January, February, and March in this city, then come back here probably like mid-March or something. So I'll probably leave this place for about 2-3 months to visit the family and come back. I do have a mailing address here. It is a post office, but if a package is too big to put in the post box, in the PO box, they actually take it to the nearest post office, and the nearest post office is roughly, and it's in the town here, is only about 25-30 minutes. So it's still not bad. The thing is, we don't get our mail daily. They get it like say 3 times a week, which is still pretty good, and I still get more everything. Everybody sends me. I still get them by mail, which is excellent as well. And I haven't had any shipment being lost or anything like that. So yeah, and hopefully I have frozen products to send, but might not make it. What? Because I get some frozen products from UK. Usually they ship it to me. What company were you thinking of using? Unless maybe we can ship it to Calgary since I'm going there. Maybe it might be better, Prince. Then maybe I can receive it in Calgary. Might be easier that way, since I'm gonna be going there. Yeah, that I got a lot of sand. I don't know if I'm gonna actually finish the whole thing or not. And what I had there, I had almost about 70 bags, and already down to 20 bags. Have you heard of Riddle's lobe liver? I was diagnosed with it. I'm having a lot of liver, stomach, and intestinal pain. I haven't heard of it, but what happened is a liver no matter what, when it's infected, it could take about 3 years to actually reverse it. But it depends on the situation. You're probably lacking a lot of enzymes and bile production. When again, I'm making my way there too, but not for another 3 weeks. I'll find out probably tomorrow, Prince. Maybe you want to send me a message because I have to call the butcher, the farmer, to see when is he's coming down to Calgary. So this way I can come down the same time. The Kung Fu Panda, how are you? It's been a while. Yes, I've been doing good. Kind to you too. Send me a message. Maybe we can book a time and we can actually look into that, because the liver is very important, because due to the enzymatic function that you probably lost, that's why you actually have these issues. Good, bro. Miss talking to you. Yeah, it's been a while. Sometimes I know I was coming during the daytime before, but it's been getting really busy because I'm running out of time. So I've been spending a lot of the time trying to finish things before, end up, before we end up getting too cold, and I won't be able to work outside. So we're gonna get that done. And that's why I've been coming in the evening. Have frozen bone broth and keto bread and sweets to try and get to you. Yeah, I definitely look forward to it. Send me a message, Prince, if you get a chance. What I'll do is I'll give you a confirmation when I'm gonna go down for sure. Hopefully it'll be the same timing. If not, then maybe I can, I can maybe you can ship it down to Calgary or something. Might be a little bit easier that way. I do live alone. Yes, it's just me and Duke. It's only just me and Duke. I think if I didn't have Duke here, I'd be going like crazy insane by myself. Bro, I'm curious about your thoughts. Someone on primarily real meat with some veggies and some fruits. Okay. But HSCRP and A1C is high. Yeah. So the A1C is high. Even thought he is on mainly eating meat, but fructose. So it's showing the HSCRP being high is showing that the liver having a hard time processing fructose into glucose. Keep in mind, sugar is sugar. Sugar is sugar. And the liver has to actually take the fructose from the sugar and convert it into glucose. And when it has a hard time doing that, we end up seeing high levels of A1C, a high level of HSCRP, and sometimes we end up seeing high overstimulation of liver. I don't know if the liver is being overstimulated or not, like AST, ALT, bilirubin, all that stuff tends to actually spike. But HSCRP is telling us there is some type of inflammation occurring in the body. Is the source of the meat clean? Is the meat being grass-fed, or is it commercial meat? Or is the person eating too much fats? Sometimes eating too much fat can actually still spike your insulin because your body is not utilizing the fats correctly. Very minimal fruit, almost none, once every few weeks. So besides that, what else could it be? So saturated fats is the issue. By the way, wife and I disputing over you. I told her you know more than her. She's mad now. That's not good. Hey, a happy wife is a happy home, Prince. So make sure of that. Make sure of that. Do you ever miss companionship? No, I don't. Thank you. Been there, done that. We get to a point where sometimes every person has their own ways of looking at things. And this guy over there, that you guys can see, little Duke, he keeps me busy. It's beautiful there. How far away is the nearest town? Well, there's a small town that has about 1,500 people. It's only about 25-30 minutes, give or take. So hard to eat primarily meat, but keep a low fat? You could. Just make sure you're trimming all the fat away, or you can eat actually very lean. Like the only reason I eat yak meat, because it's very lean, it only has about 5% fat in it. And if I want additional fat, I get it from eating butter or eggs or cheeses, for example, because certain individuals can actually break down the fats no problem, and certain individuals tend to actually struggle, and that's why we end up seeing a high levels of HbA1c. I was one of these guys as well too. When I first turned into carnivore the first year, I was doing awesome. The second year, when I started doing some testing, my HbA1c started going up from 4.8 to 5.2, 5.6, 5.7. And after doing more testing, it showed that I don't actually break fats as good as other people. So my fat intake of saturated fats has gone down, and and I still have the LPPLA2 gene mutation, which is gonna suck. So enjoy your evening, MD. Talk later. Sounds good, Prince. Thanks so much as well, and you too. Have a nice evening, and get some ice cream for your wife. Keep her happy. So yeah, so the saturated fats plays a huge role. Sometimes too much of it can actually turn against you and spike your insulin still. So is there a supplement or a method to fix that fat metabolism? The only thing you can do is take digestive enzymes that has high levels of lipase in it, so you can break down the fats a little bit better. Especially if you've noticed, if the fats, when you're going to the toilet, if you've noticed that your poop is floating, that means your body's not actually absorbing the fats correctly. Hey man, any way to reduce gum recession other than graft? Ooh, see, gum recession sometimes it happens either from, yeah, I can't really, I'm trying to figure out if mineralization would actually work right away or not. You should, she wouldn't be all over me if I did later. Cheers to that. Hey man, yeah, it's gonna be tough. I don't know if mineralization would actually fix the issue right away or not. It might maybe take a long time. Closest neighbor, yeah, there is. I have a neighbor here right now, beside me on this side, that actually have the music nice and blasted, so you guys can hear it. It's Saturday evening. That's their happy night. They work hard. He works hard all week. He does have his own company, but he does do some construction. He has a couple kids as well, and Saturday night. So he's very close to me. We have some neighbors here. I have some neighbors on this side. I have a Karen on this side, but my neighbor on this side is really good. Start oil pulling. It will help a little. Oil pulling does help, but it depends how bad it is. It depends how bad it is, I believe. But oil pulling twice a week works really good. Xylitol works amazing for antibacterial support. Mineralization works amazing. It's just whether the whole thing would actually, speed up the process quite fast or not. Why is there a small swelling under my ankle bone on the right foot? Hard to say whether this could be linked to survival fluids or anything like that. Doc said I need a graft. What is mineralization? Mineralization, pretty much every time we eat, we should actually mineralize our teeth. If we don't actually mineralize our teeth, we end up actually causing more issues. It looks like it's gonna rain a bit. What about 2 times a day oil pulling? Twice a day? That's a lot. 2 times a day, that's a lot. I don't think you would need that much. Like maybe once every other day would be ideal, and doing xylitol, and probably I would actually do mineralization every single day. Yes, put in like 1/4 teaspoon of Himalayan salt and half a cup of water. You can put it in your mouth and swish it, and you do that after every single time you eat food, so you can actually remineralize your teeth. That probably would be like one of the best option out there. And I would only do oil pulling every other day. Started following you a few weeks ago. Great information. Thank you. Thanks, Daryl. I really appreciate that. And I hope, some of the videos that I have has been helping quite a bit. Is Irish sea moss healthy? I think Irish sea moss is bullshit, to be honest with you. We don't know the main sources. We don't know exactly how many mineralizations in it. We don't know the certificate of analysis. We don't know third-party testing, none of that stuff. A lot of these companies are actually hiding that information. So why would we actually spend money and buy it? Can you say the recipe again? So for the mineralization, what I do, I take 1/4 teaspoon of either, let's say, Himalayan or Celtic salt or sea salt, and you just put on your water and you just swish it in your mouth every time every time you finish eating, so you can actually remineralize your teeth. It is safe to actually brush your teeth with baking soda, with xylitol, coconut. It's good to actually use natural ingredients. How about spirulina? I haven't heard of spirulina. Are you talking about spirulina, maybe? Maurice is a great guy. He helped me a lot. Thank you, Joyful. Really appreciate that. Margo, are you talking about spirulina or spirulina? I haven't heard of that. Spirulina? I haven't tried spirulina. I don't know how good it is. So just water and a bit of sea salt will help on a daily basis. You do it not just on a daily basis. You do it after every single meal. I'm in Canada. I'm in BC. Kung Fu Panda. Duke, don't be jumping. Don't be jumping. Looks like it's gonna rain. Yeah, it is raining. My uncle lives there. I should come visit. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Where are you at? Yeah, it's starting to rain. That's funny. It wasn't supposed to rain tonight. Just want to make sure I have my machines covered. Yeah. You are a very wise man. I love hearing all you have to share. Thank you so much for that. I'm in California and in school end of this year. Nice. You'll be done for good, graduating. That's it. No more schooling after this, or just a summer break. Also, the summer break is almost over. Actually, what am I talking about? Yeah, and I think next year is going to be probably a little bit better as well. I hope I can, if I come back here in March again and I can actually get everything ready, like for small cabin and stuff, would be awesome to start having some guests coming in. Always more to learn, but not for this. I'll officially be a Chinese medicine doctor. That's awesome. That's super exciting. I think, yeah, you were telling me that when you'll be completely finished. That's awesome. Ideal amount to consume water. Based, listen to your body. There's no such thing as drink eight cups of water or 10 cups of water. That's all bullshit. It's all about, proper hydration. I missed it. Where is this place that you live? I live in BC. I'd love to spend some days with you learning from you. Sounds good. Yeah, but few boards before I can practice. As soon as I think I can get my little retreat cabin here, I think it'll be amazing. I baked up a pound of thick sliced bacon tonight. Had half tonight, the other half in the morning. Blaine, cheers to that. I hope you're sharing that with your pup as well too, because they love bacon. Duke loves bacon. Yesterday, he actually had, it was his little treat. He actually had 2.5 pounds of chicken. That's all he ate. And 3 eggs. And it took him almost like 6 minutes to finish the whole freaking chicken, and it was actually frozen. The fact that you give the problem and then give the solution in your videos is a game changer. Cheers to that. Thank you so much, Tefan. Could you overhydrate yourself? If you overhydrate yourself, you can end up getting a soft stool effect. Chlorella it's amazing. Yeah, chlorella is good. It's actually just make sure it does not have any glycerin mixed with it. Keep that in mind. It was good seeing you again, brother. We'll talk to you again later. Much love. Thank you. Yes, we'll do 100%. Cheers. And congrats as well too. What do you think about avocado? What about avocado? They're actually good. Monounsaturated fats in it. Just make sure as long as it does not oxidize, and it's nice and creamy. And make sure it's not in a fridge. Nice and room temperature, so you have that rich, fatty flavor with it. Then yeah, it should be fine. Avocado is actually a fruit. It's only fruit with such a high fat. And actually same with coconut. They're both good. Too bad I cannot get any of them here. I haven't had any for almost since I've been here. Have you ever tried matcha, and what are your thoughts on it? Matcha green tea, the only reason I used to drink it is because of the EGCG polyphenols in it. That's the only time I would actually recommend it. Cheers, Julia. Thank you. So the only reason we drink green tea, matcha, all that stuff is because of the polyphenols. And polyphenols are actually really good to have because anybody that has a soft plaque issue, there is certain biomarkers we check to make sure to see whether there's arterial damage or not. And usually, if your diet consists of at least 2,000 milligrams of polyphenols, is going to actually allow these biomarkers to drop back to normal level. So if they drop back to normal level, then they actually heal. No coffee tonight. It's a guy on here from New Jersey, Italy. He goes, anybody wants coffee? Yeah, I just had mine. I just had mine, Sean, before you came. I think you missed it. Hello, everyone, and Maurice. Hey, Latra, how are you? I'll be having a calcium test run on the 20th. That's why I was asking about the matcha. Yeah, got a CT calcium score, CAC score. Matcha has nothing to do with the calcium CT score. Matcha works on the soft plaque. Unless you're getting a CIMT test where it shows soft and calcification, that would be a good testing. Any recommendation for post-prostate cancer? Your cancer and the prostate, I can't really talk about that, but prostate is something to do with your kidneys. Oh, you did. Cheers to that. A little MCT oil and milk make some great fluffy scrambled eggs. What I do is MCT oil and heavy 33 whipping cream, Blaine. You gotta try that. And you just kind of keep stirring the eggs so much so they're nice and very, very creamy. And they're super delicious. I never really actually cook them. It's almost like Ramsey's recipe for his eggs. That's how I do it. But I do it with MCT and sometimes heavy whipping cream. I cook a lot of my food with MCT oil almost. With caffeine or no caffeine, really matcha works on riding soft plaque. It's not just matcha by itself. As long as you get minimum 2,000 milligrams of polyphenols, whether it's coming from EGCG, coming from matcha, or it's coming from berries, or it's coming from pomegranate, such as ellagic acid or resveratrol, you need 2,000 milligrams in total to maintain a healthy level of soft plaque. Can we expect Cavadex cyclodextrin in tablet capsule form soon? Probably not, no, because of the absorption issue. Keep in mind, anything you absorb as orally, it goes through your system, and your system has some very strong digestive juices, and these digestive juices will actually break down the supplement that sometimes we end up losing about 30, 40, 50% of its quality. By the time it reaches the small intestine, you're probably getting 50% of that capsule. So that's why you see a lot of companies they make liposomal, for example. So it bypasses your digestive juices and it goes automatically to your small intestine. Enema, on the other hand, it goes automatically through your small intestine and it goes automatically into the bloodstream way faster. So if anything they want to do from enema, it would be like IV therapy. What can help with kidney protein? Stop eating processed foods. Does vegetable oil affect training? Vegetable oils, it depends what kind of vegetable oils you're talking about. Is pumpkin seed oil intake good? No, it's not. It's it does highly oxidize in the body, and it's a high polyunsaturated fats, omega-6. So you're almost kind of putting your body into a pro-inflammatory zone, Andre. Told my doctor I'm taking 5,000 vitamin D. She freaked out. Yeah, a lot of these doctors are clueless. It's too bad. Can MCT oil be used in place of butter for frying eggs, etc.? Yes, 100%, Blaine. I use it lots. When I don't have access to grass-fed butter, I use MCT to cook my eggs. And the nice thing about MCT, it does not actually conflict with let's say, cholesterol levels at all. It's a very clean source of saturated fats. And because it is short chain, it's actually healthy for the brain, which is excellent. I stopped eating meat, chicken, and fish. What do you think? I eat lots of veggies. For what? Why do you eat a lot of veggies? Because you have kidney issue? Kidneys has nothing to do with eating meat. The only reason your kidneys got affected is few things: eating too much sugar, eating too much processed, or eating whey protein. Processed. How can we tell nitric oxide in our body improve from the food we eat? Eat arugula, beets, etc. There's a blood test you can check. It's called CDMA, SDMA, and it tells you whether your body's converting nitrate to nitric oxide correctly. But most of the time, if you're not taking magnesium, your body won't be able to actually convert the food you eat, such as arugula, to proper nitric oxide. 5,000 D3 is fairly low dose, isn't it? It is based on body weight. So I recommend 1,000 IU per 25 pounds of body weight. Any DHT natural blocker? Are you looking for, because are you losing hair? Is that what you're looking for? Is that why you're asking about natural blocker? DHT? Thank you so much for your knowledge. Cheers, Dali. Thanks so much for the comment. Which supplement you can't personally go without? Nitric oxide. I take nitric oxide daily for the past 10 years. I take it twice a day, in the morning and at night. That's one supplement I will never stop. And every time I'm down to about three boxes, I buy a whole year supply. I never want to run out of that, because every time it goes through our freaking Canadian customs, it it usually stops there for about 15 days, because they look at it and they say, hey, how come you're ordering 12 boxes? Are you trying to sell this? And I tell them, no, it's personal uses for my medical history, and they allow it to go through. But that's one product I will never stop, because it vasodilates your arteries. And keep in mind, there was a Nobel Prize winning back, when was it, 1980s or so, for 3 scientists. They said in the presence of nitric oxide, the person should never actually experience or have a stroke or a heart attack. So that's one product I will continue taking. The Berkeley, that's the one I take. The one, I have it on my website. That's why I became a practitioner with these guys. Hi Mo, bought Dr. Berg's D3 with K2. When to take it and benefits? Make sure you're taking it with the meal, with your first meal. Make sure your meal does consist of at least 15 grams of fat or higher. Benefits of vitamin D3? Well, it has vitamin D3 is a hormone, so don't look at it as a vitamin. And think of vitamin D as same as magnesium. You know how magnesium has about 400 different enzymatic functions? Well, vitamin D has the same thing. And of course, the same time is gonna increase the calcium, but that's why you take vitamin K2, so you can actually regulate your calcium as well too in the body. But vitamin D is good for blood pressure, for brain, for the eyes, for the heart tissue, muscle tissue. It has a lot of amazing benefits for a lot of things. I still take 10,000 IU daily. Sorry, which supplement do you buy lots of? I tried magnesium and my anxiety was through the roof. I buy mega nitrate supplement. I have it on my website. Hi Maurice, how are you? I'm going to set up an appointment with you next week. Sounds good, Harry. Looking forward to it. And heart palpitation. Heart palpitation, it is fixable. Excellent info. What's the best way to reverse calcification that threatens heart attacks? So far right now, I'm gonna say my answer is going towards Cavadix, and I did a huge video on it. If you go to my website, not to my website, you can go to my website and you can see the product, but if you go to my YouTube channel, you can watch the whole video, and I did a whole 15-minute video on it. Is nitric oxide supplement in market really how usually citrulline or arginine is sold? Can you explain mechanism and how nitric oxide supplement produces, sir? So the problem is with L-arginine and citrulline, they're amino acids. First of all, we're not taking high enough of them, which is it's only gonna release activate nitric oxide for 6 seconds only. Second of all, if you take L-arginine and citrulline, it activates iNOS, induced nitric oxide. We're looking for eNOS, endothelium nitric oxide. So arginine and citrulline, for them to actually convert correctly, You have to take high vitamin C and high alpha lipoic acid so you prevent them from causing oxidative stress, or else it could cause oxidative stress to your body and it works against you. So that's why a lot of people say, well, nitric oxide does not work. It actually works against you because they're taking the wrong one. So if you take the Berkeley one, because it comes from potassium nitrate and extracted beetroot, and it's a patent design, they actually were capable of actually allowing nitrate to convert to nitric oxide for 8 hours, and not just any type of nitric oxide, endothelium nitric oxide, not your iNOS or nNOS, because there's iNOS, nNOS, and eNOS. So that's what we have to actually look for. I also cannot take my SSRI cause tachycardia, but also on levothyroxine and hypothyroid. You should book an appointment with me, Victoria, then we can talk about it. And since you do dog training, maybe you can help me with that, and I'll help you actually fix some issues. What are the side effects of taurate? Also, can it help improve? It does help with PAC and PVCs. Taurate, which is taurine, technically it doesn't have any side effect, and it's supposed to actually knock on the cells and allow magnesium to saturate the cells correctly. And that's how taurine works. Taurate is taurine, and I take about 9,000 milligrams daily, and I give it to Duke as well. I give taurine to Duke because it's an anticoagulant, and it prevents a lot of pets from actually having heart attacks, and it prevents us a human from having heart attacks. Keep in mind, every person that actually experiences a heart attack, they're actually depleted in taurine. We need it, and we heavily use it because we live in an environment where there's a lot of toxins, and these toxins can actually cause havoc on our system, on our livers, on everything. So taurine will actually, it's like, look at it as a master detoxifier as well too. Hi Maurice, what's your thoughts on serapeptase? Serapeptase, I think one of the biggest scams out there, and it's one of the biggest wastes of money. I did almost 500,000 SPU, I think that's what they call it. I bought enough supply for 1 whole year. I finished all the supply in 3 months, and not 1% change in the calcification numbers from serapeptase or my eye, because I do have a scar tissue. Marie, thank you so much for the comment. As always, thank you. Which magnesium regularly to give for 20 years old? You need magnesium ionic chloride, and you have to take it every 4 hours. NAC helped her get over kennel cough. Perfect. My new pup has been getting B12, methyl, niacinamide, taurine, NAC, and ionic magnesium drops. Yeah, NAC is amazing for the pets. You probably break in the powder, put it in food, gets rid of the mucus, works amazing. Maurice, what's a natural supplement that can help with hypothyroidism? Tyrosine. It's an amino acid, L-tyrosine. Levothyroxine has too many side effects. And it's funny, they do levothyroxine from tyrosine. They pull little ingredients from tyrosine. But yeah, you can buy tyrosine on its own. Do you think EAA and BCAA is worth taking? Branched chain amino acid is a waste of money. The only thing that works from branched chain amino acid is leucine to actually activate your protein synthesis. EAA works not bad, a little bit expensive, but I would actually stay away from both and just take leucine for actually muscle building and enhancement. And that's what I would do, straight out. And one of the best tack to use would be after you finish training, you take 5 grams of creatine or 3 grams, 3 grams of leucine, and at least 5 grams of D-ribose and about 25 grams of protein. You should be doing really, really well. But yeah, branched chain amino acid is a waste of fucking money. The only thing that works in branched chain amino acid is leucine itself. That's it. I'm taking tyrosine, love it. That's awesome. How many hours do you sleep per night? I don't know, 5 hours, sometimes 6 hours. It depends. I never really keep track of it. Tyrosine does help with depression, and sometimes we add L-theanine with it too. Got my acetyl L-carnitine for foot neuropathy, as Maurice suggested. Excited to try it. Half a teaspoon powder, 1240 milligrams. And make sure you do reach up to 3000 milligrams as well too. But start with 1240 and see how you feel. Doc said the creatine up in blood means kidney might not be working. That's incorrect. Creatinine when it's high in the blood because you have muscle breakdown or you have too much muscle in your body, and that's the only reason creatinine is up. Nothing to do with your kidneys. And if the doctor thinks that the kidneys is screwed up, just check your GFR and ACR levels. Could nitric oxide help with renal syndrome? Yes. What's the best thing to take for anxiety? I did an ebook on anxiety. You should check it out, Brandy. What brand and dose do you recommend for Shenka Piedra? Um, I just used the specific one from iHerb, actually. There isn't a specific brand that I was actually using. I've only used it once too. But if you go on iHerb, I like iHerb because they still kind of, they don't allow any companies to go in unless they actually do their uh, certificate of analysis. Astaxanthin, yeah, it works good. You need at least 12 milligrams. Astaxanthin is good for the heart, for the myochondria, for the eyes. Super good for the eyes, especially if anybody has glaucoma or retinal detachment or has issue with night vision. You take 10,000 IUD3, how much K2 you take with it? I take about, now K2, I take K2, MK7, but it depends what you want to use it for. I take anywhere between 300 to 500 micrograms daily for a specific reason. What's good to get inflammation out of the body? The problem is faith. There's a multiple ways or multiple latitude of inflammation. It's not just one single inflammation in the body. Sometimes, it could be the food causing inflammation. Sometimes overtraining causes inflammation. Sometimes not sleeping causes inflammation. Sometimes your gut causes inflammation. Sometimes certain smells causes inflammation. So there's no such thing as one molecule will get rid of inflammation altogether. You actually have to kind of get specific supplement based on the environment you live and based on what type of inflammation you're getting. And that's how you actually can get a proper antioxidant or flavonoids or polyphenols that actually act as an anti-inflammatory. But no matter what type of inflammation is, the body always looks at DHA or EPA as a first level. So that's why we always say make sure you're consuming fish or possibly taking cod liver oil, for example. Curious to know how much tablets of supplements a day you take. Do you recommend meal replacement? I don't recommend meal replacement, no. I probably take anywhere between 5 to 12. I don't take everything daily. I take probably about 5 or 6 daily. The rest of it is just always cycled based on how I feel. Is B complex supplement needed for sufficient from the variety of food that we eat? If you eat actually organs such as liver and heart, then you get enough vitamin B complex. A statin pain in legs after 10 years. Why now? How to correct it? Probably by now your body's becoming deficient and coenzyme Q10, and that's why you're starting to have that pain. Anybody who goes on statin, they have to be in a high levels of vitamin D and a high level of coenzyme Q10. Once your body starts to kind of become depleted, that's when you start to have muscle pain. Can I use K2 with K7? Can I use K2 with K7? You mean vitamin K2 with MK7, the form. Your subscription on why YouTube are growing but slowly. Do your views suggest the subs should be much higher? Your subscription on YouTube are growing but slowly. Yes, they are, especially from that last video I did. Do your views suggest the subs should be much higher? What do you mean? The subscription should be much higher? It should be much higher, but it's kind of going very, very slow. None of my videos have been monetized until I did the last one on Cavadex, and now one already, like I think in like 4 days, I've already got close to about 30,000 views. This is amazing. This is the only video that actually I've been struggling for the past year to actually make it, and just finally it did. You can see how many views you're getting on videos. Yes, yeah, that's one of the first video that actually got so many views finally. US Navy doctors claims in patent C15 all-chain single-bonded carbon-saturated fats to reduce fatty liver, strengthen cell membrane, reduce insulin resistance, and improve heart and brain function. Yeah, there's been a lot of hype and a lot of talk about C15. I haven't actually had a chance to try it out to kind of tell you how well it works. You know, keep in mind, every couple months we're gonna always see a brand new product, and that brand new product is gonna be like spoken so highly of it, and after that, it's just gonna die off. And now, the C15 is, you know, everybody's been talking about it lately. I haven't gotten mine to actually test it out yet. Electrolytes safe to drink every day. Electrolytes is man-made. You should actually get it from nature. And you can get it from the magnesium ionic chloride that I actually talk about highly, because it does have a natural electrolyte balance in it. Is AG1 good? I take it every day. It's just another man-made product. I hate a lot of man-made products, especially when it comes down to like minerals. Yeah, Blaine, I do see it, and I'd like to actually increase it. But so far, this is the first video that I did on Cavadex, the one I did a couple days ago. That's the first one that actually got a big hit, and I got a lot of subs from. But prior to that, and then it's funny, once that video actually picked up really well, it's actually allowing other videos to actually start to pick up, because now people can actually browse and they see what I talk about, how I discuss things, what kind of feedback I give. I give all the answers straight out to everybody. And, the only support I ask, if anybody can get a chance to purchase some of my ebooks or book an appointment, and that's the way I actually make it for myself. D-ribose is how I found your channel. Yeah, and D-ribose, I'm a huge fan of D-ribose. Been testing it for years. Thanks so much for letting me know that, Cowboy. Really appreciate it. D-ribose is probably one of my favorite backbone for your mitochondria. And keep in mind, guys, everything we do in life, everything we do, from eating to sports to activities to diseases to pain, everything requires a strong mitochondria. In March, my B12 369, folate 4.6, B12 460, folate 9.1. I think drinking beet juice helped folate. It does, because it does have TMG in beetroot, so it actually allow folate to methylate correctly. Do you take D3 10,000 summertime too? Yes, I do. I do take that. But some fulvic mineral to try. Opinion on this plant-based mineral complex versus what I call inorganic. I tried, like I got the Chiligit and I got fulvic acid, and to be honest with you, I've been on them for 2 weeks now, Latro. I have not felt a difference. So I don't know, because maybe I'm already saturated, or maybe because I follow a carnivorous diet that my body's fully saturated with minerals. I have no clue what it is, but that stuff is not working on me. And the company's after me. Is like, Maurice, why isn't it working? Everybody talks so highly about our product. You're the only one that says you didn't feel anything. I seriously have not felt anything. So I don't know how good some of the stuff they claim it is. Or maybe because we follow a specific diet, that my diet's so clean and healthy, maybe that I don't feel some of the supplements I take. Magnesium glycinate is man-made. Magnesium ionic is not man-made, Dino. My mom, Maurice is a human guinea pig. I'm trying to test everything. You know me for a fact, Blaine. I will only talk so highly about a product only if I actually get a chance to test it out and see how I feel. If I don't feel good about it, I'm never gonna talk about it. I'm never gonna discuss it. I'm never gonna say anything about it. My mom, 87 years old, has hypocalcemia issue, loss of sodium in urine, and faces headaches and fatigue. Table salt immediately, and fatigue. Is there a natural supplement as capsule tablet to solve this, sir? 87 has hypocalcemia. Kalemia? Am I reading this correctly? Kalemia or calcemia? Issue, loss of sodium in urine, and faces, so she's getting a lot of urine being flushed out from the kidneys. So has she actually checked her kidneys, GFR levels and ACR levels? So it could be that the kidney is just flushing out the sodium too quickly, too fast from the body. Hypokalemia. Okay. Have she checked the liver at all? Sorry, the kidneys, GFR level. Beetroot powder is good. The fresh ones makes me sick. Kinda. They're okay. Does eating eggs worsen cholesterol? No, that has nothing to do with cholesterol. Is she on diuretic? She gotta be something to actually flush out that sodium so quickly, unless the kidney filtration is shot. because that kidney filtration plays a huge role in this. Does she get like any, probably there's not even water retention either. What do you think about plant-based food? They're not highly bioavailable for our body. The human body makes all the cholesterol it needs, correct? It makes 3,500 milligrams cholesterol. So whether you eat eggs or not, your body's still gonna produce 3,500 milligrams daily. I had a heart attack 4 years ago and 5 bypasses. Been watching diet and lifestyle closely. I have Cavadix order and will be booking an appointment. Daryl, keep me updated. 100%. Let's go over everything and make sure you're following a good protocol and going from there. How old are you, Maurice? Today I feel 20. Yesterday I felt 32. Tomorrow I have no clue. So I base my age, it depends how I wake up and how I feel early every morning. So every day is a different number. But in my mind, I wake up every day feeling in my early 20s because that's how I always want to be. That's like my best optimal time. So I can't really tell you my real age because age is just a freaking number that actually, if we start to think about it, is going to actually continue causing negative thoughts in our minds. Hey, we're getting old. What the hell? I haven't really done anything in my life. I think that's bullshit. But if you wake up every morning saying, hey, I feel like I'm 25 years old, you're going to feel and act like a 25 years old. I know we all make bad decisions every day and nobody reading the ingredients and the food before we put it in our mouth. 100%. What we ate and we thought was healthy and not 100% been healthy for us. And we've been actually lied to all this time. So we have to always be careful. Hypoglycemia, EGFR is normal and kidney is good function. No diuretic drugs. When she feels headache, her blood pressure drops 130/55 like that. So no kidney issues. Can you please check her adrenals? How's the adrenals working on top of the kidneys? I'm a huge believer in a plant-based diet for the fat protein concentrates that I eat. For the fats and stuff, it's not bad. That is coming from avocados and olives and other things. Yes. Is that person on hydrochlor or diabetic can give hypokalemia? He's not. They're not on any diuretics. No, on the GFR, liver, the kidneys, everything is working correctly. Mary, you are so great. Cheers, Dali. Thank you. What's the advice on that? How I bring it back to normal, just protein in the kidney? If your kidneys are leaking protein, it doesn't mean that you stop eating protein. That has nothing to do with it. What is your GFR level? The only way you can actually bring your kidney back to normal, you have to take NMN and TMG together every morning. Magnesium complex starts to turn brown in my weekly pill organizer. Is it safe to take? No, I would actually get rid of magnesium complex. It's bullshit mix. Seriously, it's a bullshit mix and it's a man-made product. Imagine they put glycinate, supposed to help you relax, but yet they put malate to give you energy. Then they put citrate to actually work for your constipation. So it's like they're freaking confusing the body all in one pill. Gone carnivore 3 months. Hold my steak, knife, and wash this. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Carnivore is the way to go. I want my food animals to be on a plant-based diet. They concentrate protein and fat for me to consume. But you know, all the animals we eat, they're all vegans. So you're good there. They're plant-based. Blame. So continue eating and enjoy it. How do you feel 30 when you look 60 plus? How do you feel 30 when you look 60 plus? Collagen, sleep, grounding, eating what is right, no processed food. Never use food as entertainment. Use food to actually satisfy your hunger and your gut and your microbiome. After correcting diet, exercise, and proper supplement, I feel like 17. I wake up with a stiff one. Cheers to that, John. There you go. There you go. See, John has figured out his to go back to his 17. And that's what we need, guys. Technically, you gotta wake up with a stiff one. I don't know what about women if they actually have something that they actually see with us men. They say there's two things. You know, if you wake up with a stiff on, that means your heart is pumping really well and your nitric oxide is activated at its optimal level. I don't know anything in women if actually it changes anything based on how they sleep or how they wake up. I Hogs will eat about anything, plant or animals. Oh, I know, it's crazy. Feeling young for a woman, we get up and dance in the morning. There you go. So the women get up and dance in the morning. That's awesome. And we want that for every woman that's actually on here chatting with us. Butter or olive oil, which one is best for meat? Butter. Olive oil not to cook with, only use it to actually on top of the food. Hi, Maurice. That's cool to know. Instead of eating foods I eat foods that like me. There you go. 100%. 100%. Where's Duke? I have to take him inside. Let me bring his water in because I don't like to keep it outside. Give me a second, guys, because it's getting a little bit dark. I need to get Duke in here, or else he's gonna give me a hard time. He'll be running around and he won't sleep. And he won't sleep. That's the problem. And let's put the coffee away. Yeah, use olive oil for dressing only. Never use it for cooking. And keep in mind, guys, when you open up the olive oil bottle, you have less than 30 days to consume it before it oxidizes because it still contains polyunsaturated fats. So the polyunsaturated fats, they actually still oxidize based on heat and light, right? So once you open the bottle, 30 days, you better be freaking have the whole thing consumed. So if you can't consume a full 1 liter of olive oil, then buy 500 ml. Okay, and that's what you guys have to do. Sorry, I just gotta put everything away here. How do you know all this? Tell us about yourself. What would you like to know about myself? I know a lot of things. I've tested a lot of things. That's what I've been doing for the past 20 some years. I only talk about things that I've tested. And the way I do testing is all mostly on blood work. So olive oil is not good. No, don't get me wrong. Olive oil is good, but you should not cook with it. Once you open the bottle, make sure you use it within 30 days. So never buy anything that is going to last beyond the 30 days because air and light or even heat will actually oxidize your olive oil. Okay, and when you actually buy your olive oil, try to actually buy it from a local market. So if you live in California and there's a grower in California, then buy it from that grower. It doesn't mean, let's say, if you live in California and you're actually ordering it from overseas, keep in mind, olive oil gets shipped in container loads. By the time they actually cross the sea and they get to your destination, it could be like 45 to 60 days. You got moisture, you got cold, you got heat. By the time you're going to get your olive oil, it's going to already probably be oxidized in the bottle. So that's why I kind of don't believe in a lot of these things. And the only stable oil till today has always been saturated fats, such as coconut oil, for example, or animal fats. But nothing outside that. Like avocado oil is bullshit. Never buy that. And a lot of the companies hide it because every time you ask them for certificate of analysis, nobody wants to freaking show it to you. They all hide it on you. So you gotta be careful. Best olive oil from Drew's Village, 100%. Especially like when I was living in Lebanon, I would actually get the olive oil, still be like dark green because it's unfiltered and it was delicious, but yet still, once you open it, once you start using it, you have 30 days. Crete is good. I've had the olive oil from Crete as well. Amazing. But still, you know, you have to be careful of how you take it. I love your knowledge. You're so great. Thank you. Oh no, I have been using avocado oil and the suggestion come from nutritionist here. Throw away your avocado oil. Avocado oil is bullshit. Seriously, it's bullshit because they cannot keep up with the demand. They've been actually mixing it with other seed oils. Just order the nitric oxide from Berkeley. Awesome. Just make sure you put my practitioner code, TEF1. Let me know. We have made a magnesium drink by combining cold carbonated water with magnesium hydroxide. Perfect. Generic milk of magnesia. That's awesome. Would this be an ionic form? This is probably one of the most natural. Yes, it would be an ionic form as well. The hydroxy, especially coming from magnesia, would be great. It would be a very good, similar as the ionic form, 100%. Hi, good night from Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, have a nice evening. Olive oil and coconut oil only. Yes. Is Moroccan olive oil has 30 times more of hydroxytyrosol. Moroccan oil. I have not tried that one. I heard Moroccan olive oil is one of the highest antioxidant. It's just because due to the extreme weather they get hit with these trees, and the trees they have are like quite old. I think older than olive trees in Spain even. Ghee is perfect. Ghee is perfect. It's way better than butter because butter still has traces of lactose in it, of milk product, while ghee pretty much everything is already being out. So you just get the pure fat in it, which is that's what we need as well too. Saturday. Gotta take one of my last vitamins. Yeah, you can cook with ghee. Ghee is pretty good, actually. It does have that nice, nutty, almost flavor, which is really, really excellent. Any advice on kidneys? NMN, nicotinamide mononucleotide, and TMG, which is trimethylglycine, they tend to actually reverse kidney disease issues. So exactly what is the best to cook with oil wise? Ghee, you have animal fats, you have coconut fats, you have MCT oil. What do you eat in a day? I eat roughly about 2 pounds of meat, probably about 6, sometimes 9 eggs a day, and probably about 4 to 6 ounces of cheese. And once a week I have my carb load. So which is today, I had my carb load. And the way I do my carb load, I take white rice and I put them in a blender. After I cook it, I cook the white rice, I put it in a blender. I put 5 tablespoons of coconut cream, 3 tablespoons of cocoa butter and cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of honey, and I actually blend it all and I put it in the freezer for about an hour or so. I take it out, and that's my delicious ice cream from rice. That's my carb load. I only do this once a week to actually refuel my glycogen storage. In that carb load, I mix 5 grams of creatine, 3 grams of leucine, 5 grams of D-ribose, and 5 grams of collagen type 1 and type 3. So that's my special drink that I do. I'm trying out a couple of fluoride-free toothpaste. Yeah, do that. Get away from fluoride toothpaste as much as possible. Okay, you guys have to kind of wait here for like 5 minutes. I have to go grab Duke because it's getting really dark, and I have to take my flashlight and go get him. Which TMG do you recommend? I have the TMG product on my website for the one I use. Dr. Gundry says eat quinoa. Says eating quinoa causes inflammation. True. I don't eat quinoa. I don't believe in a lot of the stuff because quinoa was never really found back in the days. This is something new that they came up with. What is your take on Dr. David Sinclair protocol? NMN, TMG, resveratrol, quercetin, metformin, hydroxychloroquine for longevity. Not enough information out there, but I know for a fact NMN and resveratrol, I've tried them both. They do work. They do give you the energy and everything. TMG is good for people that actually have a poor methylation issue. Quercetin is just another antioxidant to actually support your polyphenols levels. Metformin, you can actually replace that with berberine. And keep in mind, berberine and resveratrol, they actually work in combination to actually prevent lipids from oxidizing. So that's where the longevity is. You don't have to use metformin, but the problem is with berberine, you do have to cycle it because it does causes some antibacterial effects. So what happens is it does destroy one of your microbiome because of the antibacterial effects. So what happens is when you're consuming food, the food might sit in your gut a little bit longer. So that's why you have to actually cycle it every 45 days. The palms of my hands are itchy and inflamed. Dermatologists don't know what it is. Psoriasis usually happens from dairy. I only do a carb load once a week. What is too much? What is too little? Carb load has to be between 2.5 grams to 7 grams per 1 pound of body weight of lean mass. Give me a minute, guys. I have to go get Duke. Marie, keep these guys entertained. Answer some of their questions. I'll be back. Yeah, I couldn't catch him. He's running around. He does that every couple days where he wants to sleep outside, but I can't let him sleep outside because he'll be barking all night. What is your specialty? What do you like to work with? What do you mean by that? What a rich source of supplementation launch. Thank you. Hi, chicory, a good coffee alternative. My brain reacts negatively to coffee, but I like the taste. You can actually take L-theanine with the coffee, so it gets rid of that jittery effect, for example, or what we call is like a monkey brain effect. What is your opinion of the smart scales, and do you think they are accurate? I've tried them. I have one, not here in the city. They work okay. They're plus or minus. You know, if you're checking your BMI or if you're checking, let's say, you know, your body fat percentage, they work okay. Not bad. Diabetes patients slowly go into a situation of daily insulin injection due to reduction of C-peptide in beta cells in pancreas. So does NMN, TMG, etc., or any supplement regenerates C-peptides in B cells? I'll have to check into that. If NMN does that once they actually activate. I don't know for fact if they do or not. I'll have to check if they have any issues or they actually activate the B cells in the pancreas. What are your thoughts on water? What's the best, and is it not safe to drink out of plastic bottles? Plastic bottles, they actually mimic estrogen. So you have to keep that in mind. So that's why a lot of people are becoming more estrogen dominant, is because they're drinking in plastic bottles. The best water is to actually, you know, mineralize your water after you actually get it through a filtration system. Astaxanthin is excellent for the eyes, for the vision. I use it actually in the winter time because we don't get much sun, and sometimes we end up over utilizing our eyes on computer work, a lot of smartphones as well too. So astaxanthin is going to prevent that from happening with the vision. What food is best to consume to reduce HbA1c other than taking supplements? Switch all your carbohydrates to last meal of the day. What do you like to work with the most health-wise? Mostly heart disease. Is black seed oil good for diabetes? No, it's not. It's high omega-6 levels in it. Highly inflammatory. I have to go try to catch Duke again. Hey, Jimmy, how are you? So black seed, no good. I haven't been able to come across a company that they're actually able to extract seed oils without kind of causing oxidization. And plus, when you look at a lot of these seed oils, they're very high in omega-6. Already, most of the people that actually consume a lot of food, they already actually live on a highly inflammatory diet. Imagine you're putting more omega-6s in your body, but not enough omega-3 to actually balance it. We're always looking for a ratio of 2 to 1, but yet everybody that I come across are either in a ratio of 6 to 1 or even 8 to 1. So very high inflammation in the system. You said 45 days for the gut. How you came up with that the account? I did the blood test on it on the berberine to actually cycle it 45 days on, 5 days off, and it took 5 days for the microbiome, which is Bifi something. I can't remember the exact full name. I have to check it. Actually, it takes almost 5 days to actually recover. Go get Kshu, we'll continue tapping. Sounds good, Sandra. I'll do that. Very true about the black seed oil. I took one drop and my entire body became inflamed with extreme pain. Yeah, I would never really recommend it to anybody. TMG dosage for correcting kidneys. You actually have to take it with NMN, 1000 milligrams of TMG and 1000 milligrams of NMN. Guys, start tapping the screen. I'm gonna go try to catch Duke again because it's getting really dark outside. Good boy. Hey, if you wanna come up to the bed, you can come and sleep in the bed. That was easy. I actually called him and he came right away. NMN is, we're talking about nicotinamide monocleotide. It was actually originally used for longevity. There was some study, like a mice animal study, that actually helps with kidneys. So I had like 3 patients do it with kidneys because they actually went from a stage 3 to a stage 1 within about 90 days of using NMN and TMG. It was two of my patients, and I did a video on that as well too. I hate shoot, my eyes are hurting now. I ate a CBD gummy and end up in the ER with hives. I wonder what it can't be the CBD. I'll bet you it's something with the gummy that actually got this issue going. I have a hard time staying asleep. Once up, takes hours to go back to sleep. Take L-theanine so you can shut off your brain. The only reason you're not going back to sleep, probably your brain is going at 100 miles an hour, right? So you take L-theanine as soon as you're up, and it takes roughly about 20 minutes to actually wind down again and go back to sleep. Sometimes the only reason we end up waking up in the middle of the night, you don't have enough glycine in your body. Glycine is what allow the body to actually go into relaxation stage with GABA and other products. How to fix low thiamine and H. pylori. Now book a time with me, Heather. So far I've had 5 patients that I fixed their H. pylori. There is a specific protocol you have to actually follow. Okay, Duke, I'll sit beside you. Duke is calling me to come and sit beside him. This is the best place. What? You called me over. I'm gonna come. I'll sit beside you. Okay, okay, friend. Okay. Okay, I'll sit beside you. Okay. Well, you don't have to bite me. You are proof that we can build lots of muscle with only 5 hours of sleep. Oh, 100% you can. It's all about the nutrition and stuff, as long as you're able to recover correctly. I just got tested for H. pylori. Take L-theanine for sleep, right? Cause I have the same issue as far as I sleep. Yeah, take a couple milligrams of L-theanine. Dude doesn't want me to sleep beside him. Is there any natural supplement, oil, or natural way to grow hair? I'm losing hair. Yeah, there is copper peptide. Look into that. That's the only way you can actually regrow your hair correctly. Copper peptide. It stings when you actually put it in your stomach. It's an injection. What should I take to improve gut health and constipation? Digestive enzymes. Or you can take peptides if you want a quick boost. What natural food contains theanine? We don't want to take supplements. Green tea is the only item that actually gives you L-theanine, but every 200 milligrams would be about, I think, 15 cups of green tea. And there's no way you're going to be drinking 15 cups of green tea. Is copper bracelet be a bullshit? No, it's not. It's adjust the frequency. So it works not bad. Okay, Duke. Not my ear, buddy. Are we playing like ear thing today? What's going on? Just lick my shoulder, buddy. Not my ears. All wet now. It's not about the matcha and the candida for H. pylori. There's a prolonged fasting you have to do with certain mineralization and certain supplement. Duke, why my ear, bud? Why are you licking my ear? Green tea does have some caffeine, yes. Some people don't get affected as much. My dog does the same. She thinks my earlobe is a piece of meat or something. Probably. This is the first time he's actually licking my ear. Usually he likes to lick my shoulder. I want to stop taking Seroquel at night, and can I take melatonin? I would never take melatonin. I would take a cherry tart instead, and let your body convert cherry tart to proper melatonin based on how much your body requires. Because sometimes if you force melatonin, you won't fall asleep good. So it's better to take cherry tart, because cherry tart can actually give you about 100 milligrams of melatonin based on how much you're deficient. What are your thoughts on Garrett Smith low vitamin A, low copper diet for healing? I haven't seen that one. My ear is wet now. What are your thoughts on Garrett Smith low vitamin A? How much low we're talking? Like 10,000 IU of vitamin A? Low copper diet for healing. But we don't really usually eat that much copper in our diets. And usually when people are deficient in copper, they actually experience heart attacks or heart issues. I go and I bite her ear back to let her see how it feels, and she doesn't like it. I don't know if I can bite Duke's ear. Duke, can I bite your ear? Yeah, he's like, yeah, right. I heard that vitamin B1 helps with melatonin production in our body, thus helps with sleep. True? It does if you're using thiamine. What should I test to check if I can quit blood pressure medication? You can download my ebook on blood pressure medication, and it'll tell you which medications or which biomarkers to check before you quit your blood pressure medication to make sure your body is saturated correctly. Is there a deficiency causes vivid dreams every night? Uh, do you want the vivid dreams or you don't? If you want vivid dreams, it's usually vitamin B6 with zinc, magnesium glycinate, and L-theanine. Where do I download? If you go to my website, if you go to my profile and you can go to a website, you can click there and you can actually see the ebook that I have there. No, I hate vivid dreams. Oh, you hate vivid dreams. I actually look forward to them. So you hate them. You want to get rid of them. I think L-theanine would actually work for that, because to increase vivid dreams, usually it's we need zinc. So maybe your body has too much zinc that you're actually getting that. Grounding does play a huge role in that sometimes. So sometimes when I get a mattress like I have, where you're actually grounded. The screens are getting too bright. Maybe I'm just need some sleep. What are your thoughts? Oh yeah, I'll look into that as well. I gotta check it. Best informative channel by far. Thank you, boss. Cheers, papaya. Thanks so much for the support. What, Duke? What do you want? You go to sleep. I'm just talking to people right now. You want me to sleep too? Okay. Okay, you call me over, then you jump up. What, you wanna be in the picture? Okay, you're in the picture now. Everybody can see you there. Want me to lay down? But don't scratch my eyes. He doesn't know what he wants. Okay, go sleep in a tiny house. I'll be right here. Yeah, you can't go outside anymore. You sleep there, and he likes to sleep by the window, but what happened is I've been closing it completely, because 2 days in a row, he heard something in the middle of the night. Well, 2 days ago, we had two coyotes. So he actually jumped through the screen window, jumped on the deck, jumped down there to actually bark. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, two coyotes. Then yesterday, he actually goes after something. And also right now, I've been actually closing the glass, so he's not able to jump out anymore. So he gets pissed off. He doesn't like it because he likes the flow of the air coming in. How can eat beetroot such that nitrate converts to nitric oxide and stay for 8 hours in the body and not losing it in seconds? Any supplement in the so Berkeley was the only one who's capable of actually doing that. That's why their product is actually patent, because we know for fact once your body produces nitric oxide, it only stays in the body for seconds, right? So they were able to actually create the formula where you have nitrate staying active in your body, and every time your body requires nitric oxide, it will actually releases nitric oxide to be utilized. But the nice thing about it, it stays in your body for 6 to 8 hours as a nitrate level, and your body actually will able to be pull out of that and actually use it for nitric oxide. I don't know how they were able to do that, because everything I read about nitric oxide is supposed to actually be activated for 6 seconds, but yet it's capable of staying in your body for that long. And I've done the testing on it, and I've done the CDMA, SDMA blood work on it. Everything showed positive correctly. I've done the strips testing, everything every hour, and it stays in my body between 6 to 8 hours, which is a long time, which is really good. Are protein powders good to consume daily? I would never consume protein powder. Is it true that we don't actually get rid of Candida and H. pylori, that we only lower the levels? No, you can actually get rid of them and they won't be reactivated again. So far, I had one person with H. pylori and had actually cancer with it from it as well too. We're able to heal it within roughly about 72 days. It took us the whole process. Is buying supplement online safe? I hardly get magnesium glycinate in my country. Magnesium glycinate is man-made and it's bullshit. I don't think anybody should consume it unless you want to consume it just for sleeping. Liposomal, nicotinamide, riboside, fiestin, resveratrol, spermidine, berberine with TMG. Okay, that's a perfect combination. I like that combination actually. I'm a huge fan of nicotinamide, riboside, fiestin. Comes from strawberries, which is amazing antioxidant. Resveratrol, perfect as well. Sometimes, the mix is nice, but sometimes the quality could not be as great. So make sure the quality is good. Spermidine, I tried Spermidine, didn't really feel much from it. Berberine works good, it just should be cycled. So that's why sometimes the mix is nice, but still, you still have to cycle it, because if you don't, then berberine could actually affect. TMG is good for people that actually have poor methylation, but it does work as well for anybody with a high stress level. So it does have some excellent benefits for both to actually be utilized. But the whole supplement stack sounds good. I like to actually stack everything myself instead of buying it as a combination, unless the combination is actually done correctly. And I like to actually take certain supplements at a higher dose than others, if that makes sense. So, for example, my stack for the night before I sleep, I will take the nitrate supplement for the nitric oxide. I would take creatine. I would take GABA. I would take magnesium glycinate and L-theanine. That's my stack at night. And sometimes I would add zinc to have more vivid dreams, for example. So that's sometimes what I would do, like at night, for example, 30 minutes prior of sleeping. A stack for weight training. Right when you're finished your training, you got creatine 3 grams, leucine 3 grams, D-ribose 5 grams. If you like whey protein, you can add whey protein. I don't like whey protein. I would actually add maybe collagen, like type 1 and type 3, and that would be like a stack after training. Good night, Maurice. Thank you for all your valuable information. You're awesome. Thanks so much, Marie. I really appreciate you helping out. Thanks so much for tapping the screen and looking after it. Cheers. We'll definitely chat again. Maurice, I sent you a DM. I'll look into it. Isn't it counterproductive to take magnesium and zinc at the same time? The only reason I would take it for the vivid dreams, but technically they should not be kind of consumed the same time. They should be consumed separately. Yes. Same time when you take zinc, you make sure you're taking copper as well, because zinc can actually cause copper deficiency, but not the same time either. But still, you have to take the ratio 7-1. Maybe I would like the vivid dreams if they weren't so weird. I get no sleep. So you're getting probably like it's almost like a nightmare type of dreams, or maybe just kind of interrupting. So maybe add zinc and see what happens. I know zinc is supposed to actually help with B6. Maybe add it and see if it actually does anything. If it actually gets rid of the issue. But having weird dreams, usually it's sometimes the food you consume. What are the things you use for decalcification, Cavidex? I did a video on it, a massive video on YouTube, if you go there and actually watch it. How would you recommend getting rid of Candida? Book a time we can talk about it. They only started after being really stressed. Oh, there you go. So I would actually start taking L-theanine to help calm down the brain. So the brain is probably running at 100 miles an hour, causing so much stress on the system that you're getting these extreme dreams. So usually I would only get like certain weird dreams when I eat too much carbohydrates, which is I haven't for 10 years. But when I actually used to go out or have a cheat meal, I would actually have these weird dreams, and they feel so vivid and stuff. So sometimes it's the food you consume that could cause different issues. So maybe look into that, or maybe it is a deficiency that is causing that. But most of the time, to actually, if it's coming from stress, the only way you can fix that is with L-theanine. Is gonna help quite a bit. Have you ever experienced sleep maintenance insomnia? I used to have insomnia. I had it for almost 6-7 years. And you can actually get rid of it. But it's all due to the food you consume. You are either eating food to actually heal a disease, or you're eating food to feed a disease. So you just gotta make sure the food that you consume could actually have a massive issue on your body. I do, which is awesome. How do you get off blood thinners and beta blockers? You can go ahead and download my ebook on how to actually reverse high blood pressure easily, but you have to check some biomarkers, and it actually has everything in the ebook. So you can actually definitely check it out. What supplement should a 53-year-old man take to stay healthy? Probably nitrate supplement. That would be number one, and number two would be magnesium, ionic chloride. Good night, sweet dreams. Have a nice evening, sweet dreams, Dali. What can you do for allergies and sinuses? Allergies is usually it comes from a product that you're consuming in your food, which is citric acid, that is causing the allergies. Is cellulose and supplement a bad thing? I heard the sawdust. It is sawdust, but they actually use it as fillers, or sometimes they make capsules from it. That's why I actually break the capsule sometimes. I don't use high blood pressure medication. It's normal now. That's good. That's awesome. What can you do for dermatitis on my face? So skin is your biggest organ. The question is, why is it on your face? It's because of the food you're consuming. Some CMOS will work very well. Some, not all of them. Depends on the source and where it's coming from. Please, is it healthy to take potassium citrate powder? No, it's not. You should get potassium from your food only. Unless you're taking potassium as part of an electrolyte, it's different. But if you're not, then I would not take it. If you're gonna take some, make sure you're taking it with food, but you just have to be careful. Because it's not so much be careful about other things, just sometimes it can cause some kidney issues or adrenal fatigue. Blood clots run in my family. What test should I get to see if I am at risk? LP small a. Blood clots do not run in the family, no. And it's not genetic, Greg. Whoever's telling you that is bullshit, seriously. The only reason is sometimes it runs in the family is because we tend to kind of follow the same lifestyle. And sometimes you could be a carrier of your grandmother microbiome that got into you, that you could, if she actually had the issue, then possibly you could have it, but that's less than 1%. How low B1 cause you to lose your appetite? Oops, why am I getting disconnected? Dolly, 100%. Cheers, thank you. Sweet dreams to you too as well. What can you do for the menopause? No energy, brain fog, loss of pain in my body. Take creatine and take the ribose. Is 20 minutes of constant direct sunlight enough per day for nitric oxide? Yes and no. It's the same thing as when you exercise, you release nitric oxide. You sit in the sun, you get nitric oxide. The question is, we only get very small, minuscule of nitric oxide, 6 seconds. That's why, I always recommended the supplement, because for some reason they were able to patent the design and get it up to 8 hours. Can we do cardio in the morning on fast? Yeah, you could, 100%. Especially if you're doing HIIT. Do you know what causes HS and flare-ups? What do you mean HS? Can you give me some information? Be a little bit more specific, please. What increases natural libido and for women? Boron. 10 milligrams of boron to 30 milligrams of boron, or you can get it from something else. I can't really say it. I can get a band, or you can actually sit in under red light therapy. If you boost it on your chest as well, it does actually increase that. Tyrosine increases libido as well. Cold showers does the same thing. Does the gut cause histamine issues? So histamine we all have like a natural enzyme to break down histamine, but some of us don't have enough of it. So histamine is a byproduct of something fermented that we actually get that issue with the histamine intolerances. Sometimes we don't have the enzyme to break it down, so you can take quercetin. But yeah, all starts in the gut. It depends on the food that you consume that has a byproduct in it. Sleep apnea hack. I did a video, I think, on it. I've only had histamine issues since H. pylori. Yeah, because it changes. H. pylori will affect everything in your body. Once you get rid of it, most of the stuff will actually go back to normal. Regarding osteoporosis, what can I do? Take high level of vitamin D and K2. I didn't hear what you said to take just now in regards to what? Severe muscle. Okay, guys, it's getting quite late. My eyes are starting to hurt from looking at the screen too much. So I'll come back again tomorrow. We can continue our chat. Several anxiety and stress with skin issues. And if you guys go to my main website, you can check out all the ebooks that I wrote for most of the stuff that you guys are asking, or you can even download my cheat book. It has a lot of valuable information. Yeah, hawthorn. I get wild hawthorn. I have a tree that is growing where I get my hawthorn from. And hibiscus organic is excellent for blood sugar. Hawthorn is really good for the heart. Amazing product. Guys, it's getting quite late. I'm gonna get going here. I am getting tired. My brain is not working. I think I've answered way too many questions today. Way too many. Enjoyed your information. Thanks. Good night. You guys have a nice evening. I'll definitely come back tomorrow. I think I'll start doing this probably in the evening would be better for me, and we can actually discuss more questions and give you guys more answers. Really appreciate you guys tuning in, but I have to sleep because I gotta still wake up at 5 in the morning no matter what. Usually I take Sundays off, so tomorrow we'll see how it goes. In the meantime, you guys take care and cheers.